Welcome everyone to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained. And as you can tell by the text strip down at the bottom, this is going to be a showing of Ryzom, an MMO, part of the MMO of 2010 series that I've been running on my channel. And so Ryzom is a free-to-play, free-to-play game that MMO that came out in 2004, and I've never actually played it. So this is going to be a true Unscripted and Unchained. You're going to see, my very first experience with the game. So all I know really about it is that it's an MMO. It's a sci-fi, I believe, and I'm kind of going into it, pretty cold and not even sure if it's actually going to work. I just downloaded it on Steam sometime last week, and so we're going to shift gears and I'm going to hit play, and hopefully it doesn't take too much of a time to boot up. I'm going to switch views, so you'll see my screen view and see the game as it's coming up. So I'm going to switch. And here we go. So I guess I'm going to have to create an account. Okay. All right, looks like I'm going to have to go into I should have done this before I jumped in. So while I'm doing this actually on screen, I will I'll come off screen, I'll come off of that projection. And let's see. All right, I guess that should be it. And let's go back into the game. All right, so okay, looks like we're into the screen now. I don't know what each of these different races actually do. It looks pretty cool. Let's give him some muscle to him. And he's kind of stocky on the sides. His face. keys to move. Alright. Okay. Naming policy, so his name will be... No. Okay, I see. Starting in Chapter 5, Road to Power. They're reading some, I was doing something up here. XP. Yeah, sure. So 2004 game, slightly younger than World of Warcraft, but you can see the graphics are not terribly bad, considering the game is that old. And see how movement works. Alright, so what I just did there is stop. Wow. Alright, so in order to move, it looks like you click move and you'll start moving. And you can use your right mouse button by just holding it down, and now you'll move in that direction. On the ground and hit stop moving. That is not very good movement configuration, so let's see. I could have sworn it was telling me I can move using the regular keys. You can also click on two buttons on your mouse. Click to move. Ah, there we go. Alright, so you can move by holding both buttons down, and then you'll move that way as well. Alright. Okay. I got another very chat, our scouts told us that you were coming, and you were very impressed that you decided to leave your village across unknown lands in search of a better life. As a refugee, so my name is... highlighted. develop. Alright, so we will click on combat. Alright, and they give you the little purple arrow up top you can see. That's that like kind of very loud system. There we go. We'll turn that sound down a little bit. That didn't work. System. Sound. There we go. Apply. There we go. All right. Kind of a strange interface to use. Let's see, where is this guy? I have to talk to him. Somewhere around here. Fighter training. Let's see. Melee weapon merchants. So who do you fight? Still trying to figure this out. Some mission details. Arrival at the camp. I took fighting with a weapon. Okay. Alright, now they get me the target. All right, so you right click, then you left click, then you right click. That puts you into the attack mode. You can press like an accurate hit. I guess it takes a little bit more challenge. Then you right click again. Quarter, I guess, is the looting. Not exactly sure how many of these I'm supposed to kill. Kill 3 of them. Okay. That shows that I should go back to him, so holding down both mouse buttons, you'll move forward again. Okay, well done. However, the task you have just completed wasn't very complicated. It said now that you know to make it taste good and that the artisans always find something to do with it. It's not the real challenge for a warrior, but everyone has to learn one way or another, don't they? Before moving on to the next lesson, I strongly recommend that you go see the fight trainer and be able to teach you some new combat techniques. That'll also increase your physical capacity. Okay, so the fight trainer is right here, and we'll develop skills. I've come to learn some new techniques. Good day, warrior. I'm here to teach and help you. All right, let's go to next. More to train. The skill points you gain, you'll be able to use them to learn new techniques from a trainer. Next, he will give some advice you might find interesting. Listen carefully. Improve your constitution will give you a higher maximum hit points, and you become harder to kill. Metabolism is your ability to regenerate hit points. You can battle more enemies at the same time and continue to fight longer before needing a break. Strength is your amount of stamina. Stamina ensures that you can use special, more costly actions. More stamina is indispensable for any warrior. Balance is your ability to regenerate stamina. I advise that you keep 4 up to date as much as possible. Augmenting your strength will allow you to carry higher quality weapons, which will inflict more damage. Okay, so all right, so let's go to develop skills. So the characteristics. I'm going to increase my constitution. I'm going to increase my strength. increase my metabolism. I don't have enough skill points to do my balance yet. Okay, so let me go find some more of those little creatures to attack and see. Let's go back north, like where they were. And well, all right, so I just gained 5 points for that. And we'll quarter him, take it all. Let's see if I can get another 10 points. All right, let's see if that's enough. So now I'm level 1 in everything. Okay, so now Hunter's Prey 2. If you wish to continue your lessons with me, you have to prove you can think like Virus. Neither brutes nor bandits. We are not thrilled by massacres. Next. Warriors throw himself head first. At this point, enemy would think thinking a bad warrior. Okay. You gotta be. Okay. So they gave us a new location or another location. So I'm looking for Bodaks now. Alright, so here's a Bodak. I'm guessing they're a little bit more powerful. So I have 132. They hit pretty good. I barely beat this guy. Okay. Take all. Oh, I'm already back up to maximum hit points. So that was pretty fast. Alright, let's see. Let's attack this guy. About that acid attack on him. That seemed to be pretty effective. Alright, let's go. It says a group of yobos. Have to go encounter several different groups of creatures. Can't go up there. Cool. Alright, so you press light, and I don't know what these things are. Take a look. Not quite sure, but weaning U-bows. Alright, let's find these weaning U-bows. They make this kind of hard to see. Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Alright. I don't know what this thing is. Extract raw material. You cannot... Oh, let's take all. Alright, interesting. But we're trying to accomplish this next quest. So there's a weaning yobo. And we will attack him. Oh, I think I was supposed to observe him first. I found that acid pretty much worked. That acid works really, really well. And now I go back to this guy. I have a feeling it might be important to get this stuff here, but It's probably the way these things work usually when you're doing these, starter quests is that if you gather the stuff before they actually send you to gather stuff, the stuff that you have won't actually count. So I will wait. Alright, so I'm out of the hunting grounds and into the ranger lands again. So the combat is pretty simple. You click on you click on your target and select attack. Then you can come up over here to this top bar up here, and you can click your actions. And you can probably hotkey those to certain numbers on your keypad. When you're talking to somebody, you right click. During your future journeys, it will be wise for you to remember these lessons and observe animals which surround you. Some animals feed on other creatures, some ignore each other, and others cooperate with each other. You should learn to recognize the behavior of each species. So basically, they're telling you to sit back and kind of look at them. Let's see if I can train something else. So let's see. Develop skills. So power auras, there's taunt, there's self-heal, there's invulnerability. I have 30 skill points to spend. Upgrades, none. Actions, none. So this is but I can power taunt. I can self-heal stamina. I'm certainly going to want to learn that. I can self-heal life. I'm going to want to learn that. And I'm not quite sure. Power taunt. Taunts your target to make it attack you. Chances of success depend on your target's main value. I've never been a huge fan of taunting things. It's like if I want something to attack me, I just attack it first. But since it's there, I will learn it. My characteristics, I don't think... so that invulnerability I'll pick up next. Let's see if she'll give me a... Your mission is empty. So let me go to her now and see missions. Hunting Prey 3. So now... Oh, I gotta listen to her. Okay. And now I gotta go. I'm just gonna run through this last hunting objective and basically just show you. So I'm going to the hunting grounds. I am specifically learning to loot 8 plain forest bodak meats of at least quality 6 from a corpse. So those bodaks I'm going for. Bodaks, a docile one. It might even kill you. Okay. So we will I kind of like that the acid. The acid, I think, works pretty well and doing quite a bit of damage. There's a precise hit. You can see I'm gaining my health back. So now it's saying 7. Oh, meaning Bodak is the one that I want, Bodak or however. Bodak, I guess. Wow. He's doing a good deal of damage here. Let's see if I can self-heal. Oh. Coma and death. Alright, so that was kind of interesting. So, let's see. I can read this more, but I guess I can. Okay. Well, that's what's it. So you are in a coma. This timer shows that your life energy ebbing away. When it runs critically low, the powers of it will resurrect you at the chosen respawn point at the respawn map. You may be healed by other players in order to avoid incurring the penalties associated with death, and press the respawn button to call on the powers immediately. Alright, so we don't have to display this again. You can see I'm recovering. I'm recovering my my stamina and everything. I am not quite sure where I'm at. Probably my original place, but I could see where I have to go. But anyhow, I mean, it's a pretty standard. I'll turn around so you can see my better view of my character. It's a standard MMO as far as, you know, kind of old schoolish. You know, click, attack, a lot of reading involved with it. Mechanics aren't too clunky. You know, just like most MMOs, you're kind of vulnerable at, you know, starting levels. Let's see. Let me see what other things that I can do. So Windows identity. All right, so here's my identity. So these are my character's characteristics. It shows his regeneration rates, his skill points, and, you know, available in fight, available in magic, available in harvesting. So he gains some skill levels in those things. I haven't quite gotten into, you know, all of the various facets of the game, as far as, you know, I'm assuming there's some skills related to gathering and such. His protection abilities, forest domain, his resistances for forest, he has very little resistance, except for jungle domain. I guess they're jungle-based characters. So, overall, kind of interesting. You know, like I said, a good first experience. I've never played the game before. So I'm going to quit out of the game. And let's see. Let's just quit this. And let's quit now. Okay, and I'll switch back over here. So I hope you enjoyed that, you know, first look at Ryzom MMO. It's free to play. You can get it on Steam. Took very little time to actually download it. you just have to create a, very quick account, as you saw, and you could jump right into the game. And if you're, familiar with the MMO mechanics, it comes to you pretty quickly. If you're not, hopefully this video kind of helps you out and you can see, some of the things. I could have done it more like a tutorial, but like I said, this is my first time ever playing the game, and so you can see how quickly you could start picking up on the various elements of the game and how to play it. And it doesn't seem to be all that difficult of a game. Although, like I said, you're kind of weak in the very beginning, and and certain challenges are that much more challenging for a new player and a beginning character. So once again, thank you for stopping by in the Unscripted and Unchained channel. If you're presently not subscribed, welcome you to subscribe and hit the bell to follow for new videos. And if you have any questions or comments or suggestions for games that you'd like for me to look at, like I said, as long as they're free to play and free to purchase, and I can jump right into them, I welcome all suggestions. Anything else, if you have any suggestions for tabletop role-playing games, or for if you have a Kickstarter out there that you'd like for me to take a look at, whether it's your own or somebody else's that you think I might be interested in, just drop a link in the comments section, and I love to pick up independently made Kickstarter RPGs, whether they be on the computer or tabletop, particularly tabletop. And if it's something I'm interested in and I pick up a copy of it, I'll certainly give it a preview here on my channel. So have a good weekend. It was a longer weekend, Memorial Day weekend. So for those of you who have loved ones or had loved ones that have passed in in military service, or previous veterans who have passed on, this is a day of remembrance, and I appreciate all that our veterans, both past and currently serving, are doing for us, and out there fighting the fight for our values and our hopes and aspirations for a free and better future. And so to people like my father, who was a World War II veteran, who passed several years ago, this is what that day is a day for remembrance for. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Keep in mind those that have passed before us, and look forward to seeing you all by next weekend for some gaming. Take care.